I have a problem with you.
What?
Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, what was that thing yesterday? Like,
What thing?
you're acting suspicious, like you're gonna come back at me for sending me
Already
that
did.
gift. How?
Don't worry about it. You'll see
I
eventually.
was doing with my magic and y'all won in a close match. Oh, it was a ranked game, huh? I think I remember that DPS. Hi, Trance.
Is that the link thing? Oh, wait. There we go.
Yeah, I joined it.
Hello, Elias chat.
Hi, Infish chat. You were on Invis pulling me every second on Thor. Actually, wish I saved that gameplay. I want to see that. Because I don't remember much of the match, but I do remember very vaguely fighting in a round against one of my viewers. I don't know. What the fuck?
What?
Who named themselves a Lie High Baby?
I don't know.
You guys are trolls. Who did that? I was so scared I got hacked.
Wait, why'd you decline the party?
What do you mean?
Yeah, why'd you steal my banner?
What are you talking? You troll!
What? Why you steal my banner?
God.
She stole my banner.
Surprise. Crazy.
I don't see what's so crazy about it.
Dude.
I don't see what's so crazy about it.
Identity theft for real. Wait, unfortunately, let me add unfortunate in here.
Go for it.
Hi, Ghost. How are you doing, Ghost? Hi, Felton.
It's not theft. This shit is mine. She stole my banner. I took it
That
first.
was so good. That was such a good surprise.
It's not a surprise. You stole my identity, bro. You like gifting cap skins, right? This shit mine now.
Oh, man.
For the next, what, 7-ish days? This shit is mine.
No fucking way.
This shit is mine. Oh, I can take it for longer. Hold on.
Wait, no way.
She's never gonna get it until this cap skin gets off my account. She's never getting her name back.
Bro, what?
What about that?
Oh my god.
What about that? I told you I'd get my revenge. I told you I'd get my revenge. This shit is mine now, chat.
Oh my god.
I told you you're gonna see it eventually. That's why I said don't worry about it.
Wait, who gave him this idea, huh?
No one gave me the idea.
No way.
Can't troll a troll.
Using customs, Felton, we're doing like we're doing two games, right?
3-ish, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lobby's full.
How do I pin this?
Cannot troll a troll. When you learn that, you'll be better off.
Oh man. That's a very tough lesson. Just got out of the practice and it's raining hard.
I'm not judging.
Where's that Lord Invis? I want to see.
Cover your ears. Jubilee is here.
Please, Jubilee? I don't fucking know.
I'm about tired of Hell's Heaven.
I know Eliza's a
This map,
Psylocke player
I
now.
like this map. I hardly get it. Okay. I can't do that one.
Oh no, you don't have to do anything. I'ma do it. This shit is mine now.
I should tap in. How's football practice?
In perfect harmony. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Where's the Tokon? It's closed now?
Where I come
Don't worry, it's gonna come back soon.
you are known as Uno.
Told my boss I missed work for a game. He said I am a toddler or something. What? Wait, you skipped work
Thank
for
you for the
3
follow,
days to play
Vinny.
Tokon? Was it at least worth it?
Battle starts in 5.
What's this photo?
Ooh.
3, 2.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All you need to do
My god, HT takes one of the best photos. Dude,
What? What?
every photo he sent me was so like amazing.
Jesus. Hamster, was it at least worth it?
W photo HT.
looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Double KO.
Is that a black cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I lie going crazy on Psylocke.
Dude, I really thought you were our blade. Oh my god.
No, I'm a lie.
Oh,
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
GG no heals. Shit, if a lie was healer, she would have healed me. That's all I'm saying.
Crazy. What?
Out of sight.
This buttercup needs to be replaced. Bring a lie back. We don't want this buttercup.
What's wrong with Buttercup?
Bring a lie back. A lie would have healed me. Buttercup doesn't heal.
Damn chat.
Stole her name? I didn't do nothing. It was I
You know,
took
this
it.
is
I
actually a
had
real
it, so I got it
experience
first.
for my healers.
I had it, so I got it first. I didn't steal nothing. I wouldn't be able to steal it if no one had it. I mean, if someone had it.
We got a depth on top. Oh, that's what you're
We're
running.
shredding him.
Well, I'm dead.
That's not good. He's dead.
Yeah, he's playing Psylocke.
No, I'm not. I'm Blade. Eli's playing Psylocke.
You're Big Wizard. I don't remember you changing your name to Big Wizard.
Oh,
Oh! No way! Why is 2 DPS on me? Oh, that's a
that was a DD? And what happened, dude?
Okay, Legendary and John.
Ultron.
This is not the first time this has happened. Oh, Tim. Tim. Can you win, please? Tug, hi.
Why are you guys
Have you been?
confused? This is my account.
Y'all want to come back to the point?
How much HP do you have?
Oh, shit. Where's the shield? Oh my god!
3.
Damn. Black Cat's won. Nice.
Still got an edge.
Oh, nice. You guys are winning that. There's a cloak on site.
Going to overtime.
Right over here.
Double KO.
This is way too early for you?
What's up, Recon?
Is it? I don't think so. Usually on my off days it's around this time. Except for the past few.
Shadow and light.
I think you're left for about this thing go around again. Okay, thank you, DC. Hope things go well. Just warming up. HT. That was my warm-up last game too. What you're experiencing right now.
You went on vacation? Vacation to do what?
Upside down, Doc.
Wait, Hamster, was it
I feel
worth
like
it?
you're getting hooked really quick.
Was it worth it? I got the diamond. Oh, nice.
You're getting melted really quick.
But yeah, like I said,
Oh,
you can
HT. There's so much chaos I didn't notice where your Maggle was. I wasn't sure if I was about to get hit by it.
Our mental reset. That's all good,
What
bro.
was that?
Oh, I was saying you can try 2x. That game is free. I wouldn't get the Avatar game if I were you. It's
Okay.
not that beginner friendly, and also I don't know how long that game's gonna last because of the way there's no rank. It's like an incomplete game.
Oh, okay, okay, fake. I didn't understand what you meant for a
Yeah,
Someone
she
on
should
the
get.
right?
She can just try if she wants to try. Yeah, she can just try 2x. 'Cause Avatar plays nothing like Tokon if you're gonna play Tokon. And I feel like you'd enjoy Tokon once you like learn how to play. If you really want to play it.
Hi, Addie. It has been a while. How are you doing? Someone in the back. Who's that?
Whew. I almost died to the traps. There's even better games she could play. No, the TBFZ is hella old now. Yeah, ranked. Yeah, but it's not there yet. It's not there. And Tokon comes on like 7 days. It's probably gonna take like months for them to add that.
You got it?
And also, if she plays Tokon, like most people that play Tokon are gonna play Rivals, so it's not gonna be like a big shift in like viewership either.
We need to push back.
Fall back, fall back.
There's a Deadpool in the back. Oh shit! I didn't have my shield! Ah!
Nice, they're down one. Ooh, blade. Would you like my blade ult? No compliments? That's crazy.
It's been good. Oh, great riddle. That was a really good riddle.
No, thanks.
I was reading the chat though. No, I saw the blade ult though.
Yeah, it was mine.
Oh my god. No, it's not yours. That wasn't yours.
Yes, it is mine. What are you talking about? Oh shit, you aced.
Wow. What?
I didn't know you got a silent like that. That's pretty impressive.
Oh my god. It's been good though. New job and everything. Keeping me hella busy. My schedule is not suited for streams and